Hello everyone, this is your stream, Mr. Steven, and welcome to the Steven Factor special edition called Factor Scandals. Now tonight, on this edition of Factor Scandals, we're going to review of Channel Awesome, who has been owned by Doug Walker, also known as the Nostalgia Critic, and his brother Rob Walker as well too. Now let me tell you something. Um, let's start on my point of view, how I feel about this show of a Nostalgia Critic. Since day one, I was a fan of a Nostalgia Critic. That's number one. And number two, I don't watch it anymore. Or I still continue to watch it, but I wasn't a fan anymore. And let me tell you the reasons why I just said that. Because due to the allegations, which is somewhere around a month ago, there was an incident that people completely very uncomfortable with. And to be honest with you, everything is really going on in this abuse of power in the windy city of Chicago. Now, Doug Walker and even the management decided to fire all these ex-people, ex-employees or his friends and everything. And as you really know about this, they are going separate ways. And even they decide trying to create their own videos as well too. Including they create a very documentary series called Change the Channel. And when I saw a 2-hour documentary of it, it was mind blowing, and it was also outstanding. And I like the people who've been work with the Nostalgia Critic, aka Doug Walker, trying to let the voices to be heard, and also talk about their own point of views. And especially for the late Drew Wario, who's been committed suicide, I will definitely gonna tell you that a little later, because the following of this episode was completely little graphic to saying trying to saying it was graphic and appropriately. I think you will definitely might gonna vomit as well. But what I'm trying to say is it was the truth, but I don't want to make it funny, and that's not how it goes on my show. Folks, if you, I want to tell you this, and I'm trying to tell you right now. I've been starting for YouTube for at least like around 8 years, and as you really know about this, social media, this is a happiest place for a wonderful environment. But during the nowadays, everything's changed up. The contents, the copyright issues, and I definitely will learn my lesson trying to clean up all the copyrights and everything. And they should definitely be careful as well. But Doug Walker, the other hand, he doesn't care about the context. They're still trying to fight with it. They're trying to bring money with it, and they need to keep all these videos before everything been deleted. And to be honest with you, some videos been deleted because due to copyright infringements about the songs, and especially for movies. Now, the Nostalgia Critic became a phenomenal hit, and especially for Channel Awesome. And they did so many movies that I can't remember, but including the movie called To Boldly Flee. Now, this is the comic book guy, Nakara, and also the Nostalgia chick are been trapped inside, and also he decided trying to close the door and locking it, and the Nostalgia chick just gasped. But what they didn't know is the original script, they doing a rape scene on the original script, and Rob and Doug think that it was completely funny. Now, in my mind, I just realized that that rape was completely inappropriate. It was so gross, and I never used that rape on television. I mean, on YouTube. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but that's the truth. Both television and social media combined. And to be honest with you, it's completely frightening and completely disturbing. But everything was really happening on Channel Awesome. It was a couple of years ago, and they still keep doing it as well too. Now I have my phone right here, and I want to give you a little bit of Wikipedia about this article, which is so disturbing. This is the management controversy, and this is for the allegations of it. So bear with me here. Now, this is what's been take place to 5 years ago between 2014 and October and January 2015. Several time contact producers departed from Channel Awesome in March 2018. Several former producers alleged a fever a series of Twitter posting a mismanagement and mistreating members of Channel Awesome. Upper managements, including the Walker brothers and Murch, the allegations include a history of sexist behavior by Montreal's toward female producers. Now, I want to give you what the word sexist mean. Uh, Bear with me here, it's gotta be a loading. Okay, or sexism. Sexism is the prejudice or discrimination based on a person's sex or gender. Sexism can affect anyone, but it primarily affects women and girls, and especially for stereotypes in general roles. Now, what they did is they discriminate all the female producers in Channel Awesome were completely uncomfortable with it. And also they discriminated about the uh, female women, and even their sex allegations completely messed up. So Michael towards female producers incompetence by the Walker brothers during the production of the company's anniversary films and failures to communicate with producers about significant decisions affect them. One such allegation from Ellis state that during the production of the film To Boldly Flee, she was repeatedly pressured into performing looping of the scene in which her character was implied to be raped off. And like I said, folks, it was completely inappropriate that how the Walker Brothers has done. Now, it's been screened by Louis Lovehock's character. She further uh, she further alleged that due to Ellis and Lovehock's protest over the scene contact, Doug Walker rewrote it so the compilation of the assault was less impliqued. Ellis said that she was forced to perform the scene under intimidation. In March and April of 2015, several more producers, including LaCara and Todd in the Shadows, Darren Jackson, rap critic, and Mike Joseph Javons, aka Mike J, depart from Channel Awesome. Now, there's more details, and I want to show it to you right now. Further departures. On April 2018, a group of former Channel Awesome contributors and employees publicly released a document entitled Not So Awesome. And FIFA Google Drive, the document complied of grievances against the company, both those who had been previously made and ones that had not yet been publicly known. Over 20 former producers and employees, along with two individuals whose identities were kept anonymous, provide various allegations that were included in a document. The subsequent response from Channel also was criticized by the fans. And the company's former produced as they felt the company was not apologizing or taking responsibility for their wrongdoings. one of the following days or more producing, including Omar, Nas, Matthew, Tony, Alyssa, Brian, Lehman, Kester, Heather McDonald, Dominic Smith, Luke Spencer, and Chris Stuckman. Yup, Chris Stuckman left the channel also with some citing their dissatisfactions with the company's response to controversy as their reasons for their doing so. Lowering the number of producers of the website for 40 to about 10 by April 5th. Channel also planned for its 10th anniversary was canceled as a result of this controversy. The second response in the fallout on April 11, 2018. Channel also released a second response to allegations as a blog of its website titled R Response. The post was intended to refute of most egregious of allegation has made by the former producers, Holly Brown and Jane Doe, who are described with it as disgruntled individuals with vindictive intentions. Within 48 hours of response posting, nearly of channel also remaining producers, including longtime veterans Joe Bennett White, Lawrence Simpson, as well Gaming Wildlife, D2's Productions, and Eric Rodriguez, Blockbuster Buster also left this website. Since April 14, 2018, the website lists two remaining producers a part of The Walkers, Brad Jones and Larry Bunny Jr. The latter stated among his reasons of remains that were that no one ever actually believed I was ever on that guy with the glasses. Alright. Now, I want to give this a response about this situation here. That guy, Doug Walker and Rob Walker, need to be ashamed to themselves. I mean, how the hell, what is really happening to their workplace, trying to stab each other in the back about how this company is going to ruin it happens in the future. Some people really don't like him anymore, and Chris Struggan was one of them because he left on this production due to the sexual assaults and what happens in the workplace. Now, I believe that millions of people, voices are being heard, and also Doug needs to apologize to millions of fans on Channel Awesome, especially for the Nostalgia Critic. Now, I know some people think that Doug Walker is a big jerk. Well, guess what? He is a big jerk. He's nothing but a total moron and nothing but a selfish lowlife. And for the first time ever, one of the persons who've been working in Channel Awesome, who is actually gay, and Doug Walker doesn't like homosexuals. He don't like gays and lesbians whatsoever, and I was shocked too. And I believe that what he did is completely disrespectful. I think Doug Walker is nothing but a jerk. Like I said before, I said it twice right now. But I think that what Doug did is he doesn't care nobody. All he care about his life and money. And a long time ago, his mother passed away, and people will definitely show some respect and give his condolences to him as well too. But it was over now. It was on the last Christmas episode. But Doug Walker was so pain and suffering, he don't know what to do. He and his brother Rob decided trying to make his own consequences, and they need to apologize to themselves. And they definitely need to do that. But the question is, how long it's going to take? It could be weeks, months, or even years. Well, let me tell you something, folks. It will take years that they go and make the apology. But I don't know when they definitely get an apology. Because right now, they're in the wrong place in the wrong time. People went to the Comic Con, people are asking their questions, and talk about the controversy, the rape script. They always trying to keep their mouth shut and smile like this and shake their heads. Uh huh. Uh huh. Uh huh. But guess what? There's nothing else to run and there's nothing else to hide. They know they did this. And people around the world really don't like nostalgia critics. Some people trying to unsubscribe their channel, people trying to walk away, and people trying to explain themselves and take action about the voices of they heard. And do you know how much is the company costs right now? Like $150,000 of their revenue. $150,000. That's a lot of money. But also, this is a little bit awkward that I had to give you more details about the channel also. And his name was Drew Wario. His real name was Justin Carmichael. He created his own subscriber name as Drew Wario, and he was a YouTuber. Posted his gaming videos, and he's been working with that guy with the glasses and Drew Wario. And to be honest with you, I think Drew Wario was a good guy. But on January 23rd, 2014, Justin's wife just announced that he's taking his life by shooting himself with a gun. And she wrote that he had locked himself in the bathroom, as well as a heartfelt thank you to all the fans for supporting him. And here's the reasons why. He's having financial troubles at the time, as well he was dealing with ongoing depression. Now let me tell you something. I'm been diagnosed with autism, and I know I have a little bit of depression in my mind. And right now, I had to deal with this little depression, and due to about the loss and about my dad and everything, and about my friends and everything, and even I need a social life. But I will promise you, I will tell you that on my future episode. But right now, everything is true. He's been severe depression all the time. But that's the real reasons why that he had that. That's his story. But this is the real other side of the story. This is a deeper story that millions of people don't know about what really happened about Drew Wario. And this is gonna be behind closed doors here. Now let's take a look at this, the controversy of the sexual abuse allegations. Now, I want to read this, and this is frightening that I definitely want to show it to you. On February 15th, this is a last paragraph. On February 15, 2013, the day that Justin Carmichael reportedly left the site, and eventually revealing that Carmichael to be the alleged sexual deviant. On April 11, 2018, it was revealed that he was terminated by Channel Awesome over the sexual misconduct allegations. sexual misconduct executions. Sorry about that. Which has been tarnished his reputation. And for the first time ever, this is a last paragraph that I want you to hear this. And like I said, it was completely frightening and also disturbing. So bear with me here. On April 12th, 2018, a Reddit user revealed that she's been that revealed that she had allegedly been raped by Carmichael in her sleep after making several attempts to convince him to leave her alone. The alleged legitimacy of the post has been confirmed by the former That Guy with the Glasses forum amid Holly Christie Brown, a former That Guy with the Glasses producer by Jacob Chapin. Also known as he's been abused by almost underage women. And that's why that he's been raped with this young woman. He got terminated from Channel Awesome. And also, his financial troubles, and even his financial troubles, and he was depression, everything has been related. But here's a question. Did he tell his wife that he raped a woman before he got shot in the bathroom and died? The answer is no. He just kept it secret. And Holly Christie Brown just shows so many information that he did rape her. And let me tell you something. Rape is a crime. And he should be arrested. Now, I know I'm definitely going to say this, that people will definitely going to say this, my condolences to Drew Wario, his wife, and his family, but I'm not going to say it. Because what he did, it was completely wrong. And his secrets, he definitely keep his secret before his wife finds out. But during that documentary and all the social media bullshit, it's everything by storm. And his wife should be disappointed. Or should I say his widow should be disappointed. Because he knew what he did, it was wrong. And everything is completely messed up. His life, his fame, and money. And he created over 200 shows. And here's the question. How the hell did Doug Walker and Channel Awesome just post a tribute to Drew Wario without didn't seeing nothing? He doesn't know that he raped the producers. Or some producers trying to tell Doug Walker that Drew Wario raped me, and she will say to her, nah, he didn't rape you. That's completely BS. But he did that for a reason. I mean, I don't know what's going on in his mind. I mean, it could be something. What is really going on? Everything. I mean, they need to investigate this. But to be honest with you, the whole Channel Awesome needs to be investigate this. And especially for all the new employees and the producers as well too. Because right now, this is going to stop. Big time. And I hope this Channel Awesome will be terminated somewhere in the future. Because, my friend, this is not going to happen. And that's it for this edition on the Factor Scandals on the Steven Factor. And thank you for watching me. I hope you enjoy as well. And I'll see you next time. Todo para la familia.